Hey everybody. We are here today going to be talking with Mylynn Lewis. She is in school for basketball in Lethbridge, and we just want to hear a little bit about that. Thank you all for joining us this morning. I hope you guys are having a good morning. Thank you, guys.
So, hi, Mylynn. Tell us a little about yourself.
um, my name is Mylynn Lewis. I am from Onion Lake. Um, I go to school here at the Lethbridge Polytechnic, and I'm a student athlete. I play basketball.
Awesome. And when did you head out there?
Um, I would say towards the end of August. We had to be here a little earlier because we started practicing around that time. Like the last week of August, I would say, is when I came down to Lethbridge.
Oh, okay. That's a long time then you've been out there now, hey?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you getting used to it?
Yeah, actually, it took me a little bit to get used to it, just being so far from home. But
Yeah.
you know, it's feeling like home here now. I'm feeling more comfortable, so it's
That's
good.
good. That's good to
Mhm.
hear. And like your experience moving away from home, um, how was it? Like how did you overcome the loneliness and stuff?
Moving away from home was definitely hard at first. Being away from my family, I've always been a very like family oriented person,
Yeah.
so being away from them has been pretty tough, but my brother's also away at school in Calgary, so knowing that he's also like venturing out and experiencing, you know, the world, I guess, it's makes me feel a little better. Um
Yeah, like you're not alone through it. You guys are
yeah,
doing
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
good.
Talking to him has helped me a lot, and just keeping in touch with my family. Talking to them whenever I miss them has helped me a lot. Smudging helps actually, or like just, you know, journaling, things like that, the little things, those definitely helped me to cope with the
Yeah.
change.
Are your days real busy? Like you have school and you have practice after, or how do your days look?
Luckily, I have 2 days of the week where I don't have classes, but every day I have 2 hours of practice. And
Oh,
and usually on those days where I don't have class, I'm doing like working on a assignment or some homework or whatnot. So they're quite busy, but that's honestly, I like it that way.
yeah.
Keeps me on my toes, and what I like. At least
Steadily.
I'm doing like, something good, and it's not something like, I don't know.
Yeah, like your time is going into it and you're just
Yeah.
only rising in there. That's pretty good
Hmm.
to hear.
Yeah.
You guys got any questions for Mylan?
My question is like how did you adjust to being from the community and then moving to there, Lethbridge?
How did I adjust? Uh, it took me honestly a while. Like it's still kind of fresh, so I'm honestly really now just adjusting to it because
Mm-hmm.
of the busy schedule, along with like the change of scenery, going from a small community to like a somewhat bigger city. It's definitely tough, but what helped me was probably talking to people, opening up to people, reaching out to people. Um, if I wanted to cry, I'd cry. That honestly would help me a lot instead of like trying to hold it in and, ignore it. So
Mm-hmm.
crying, talking about it, reaching out to people, to friends, like, uh, Because at first I was trying to be like all shy and stuff, not talk to not talk to very many people. But I realized that wasn't really like helping me at all. It was just contributing to my loneliness and isolation that I was feeling here. So I was just like, I've had enough. So I started like talking to people, talking to classmates, teammates, and it's definitely gotten better since I started doing that. And yeah, I feel more at home here now
Oh,
than
that's
I did
good.
when I first came.
Right on. So, like, I have a question about the basketball season. Is it like, how can I say this? Like all season? Like, when did it start and when does it end?
Um, I think it ends. I honestly don't know. I think during April or May,
Hmm.
and it started. Practices started quite early, so like before school even started, maybe like a week before. So it's pretty much kind of all school year, like with the practices and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
the games didn't start until what's today? I'd say like mid October or beginning of October.
Mm.
Actual AC games started.
Nice. So, like, how were the games, if you don't mind me asking, like, compared from playing res ball to college?
Oh man, they're very fast paced. Very a lot of grit. Everyone like in ACAC, like everyone wants it. Everyone wants to touch the ball. Everybody wants to see court time. Everyone's just trying to like get better, you know. So
Mm.
it's definitely more. I would say like just way more fast paced in general. Very put together too. Like there's a lot of plays that we run and that we practice instead compared to like res ball where we're just passing the ball or
Yeah.
not really setting up like a play the way that we do out here. So it's very structured and fast paced. That's what I would say about it.
Nice.
So what does a normal school day or schedule look like for you?
So usually Mondays we have practice at 3:30, so yeah. So today I have to go to practice. And then Tuesdays, I think we practice at 7:30 p.m. on Tuesdays. And then I have two classes on Tuesday. So I go to my classes, come home, eat, get ready, and then I'll head over to my practice. Wednesdays, I practice at 5:30, and then before that, I usually just do homework or do whatever I need to do, you know. Thursdays is also at 5:30, and then I have two classes on Thursday as well. No, actually, I have one class on Thursday, and then Friday practice. We usually don't practice on Fridays because those are like our travel days, or usually a game day. So yeah, so pretty much every day is just like basketball, except for like maybe Sunday or one of those odd.
Mm.
So every day is basketball, homework, school.
Good routine in there. How
Mm-hmm. Going it.
how are like the games in the league? Do you have a lot of them, or do you verse the same teams a lot, or is it really different? Like,
um. Usually, I think we have 8 teams uh, in the Western Alberta. I don't know what to call it. The
league?
West Alberta pool. Yeah, I would
Oh,
say
okay.
we have 8 teams. So I'm not sure if we replay any of the teams. I'd imagine that we do, but um, yeah. So far, we've only played. I would say maybe 2 or 3 teams from the Western pool, and then we played. When was it? 2 weekends ago. We just came back from Grand Prairie, so that was a far trip. Holy,
Yeah, that sounds really far. Where
yeah!
is that?
It's northern Alberta. I'm not sure where by. Um,
Okay.
it was a 9-hour bus trip though, so that was
Holy smokes. Did you camp there overnight?
yeah. We camped there overnight. It's a pretty alright town. Super
It
far.
was mid.
It was,
Yeah.
it was alright. Super far. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Especially like with those tiny bus seats and my long legs, man. It was just uncomfortable.
So is there a lot of tall people on your team too? Or is the diversity like different?
Different heights. I'm the tallest on my team, and
Okay.
there's this girl
Her.
a little bit shorter than me, but she's still pretty tall. So there's actually quite a few taller girls on my team compared to like the shorter ones, I guess.
Yeah.
We have a lot of posts on my team, centers, and then there's just a handful of like point guards or guards.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of tall girls in the league. It's pretty.
Are you like how many indigenous people are on your team?
There's 2 other indigenous girls on my team,
Okay, that's
which
good to
is
hear.
awesome. I honestly didn't expect that, and I didn't expect to see the amount of First Nations girls and people in the ACAC. There's honestly quite a bit, and I was very surprised.
Wow, that's awesome.
It made me really happy to see.
Yeah, it kind of made you like feel like at home, like you can be yourself there.
Yeah, our
That's
men's
good.
team actually has, I think, 3. I think they also have 3 First Nations people on their team, so it's nice to see. It's nice to see our people just taking up these spaces that
Mm-hmm.
they able to before.
No doubt, hey, like we come such a long way, breaking
Yeah.
generational cycles and
Yeah,
reaching our dreams. That's why you're such a big inspiration to people. I think that's why we wanted to do a podcast is because you're out there, you're doing it. And like such thing as like sports, like not a lot of people reach for that and like you're doing it. So it's really nice.
thank you. Really very
You're
nice.
So we have a question from Trista Badger, and I'm going to read it out to you.
Mhm.
The question is, well, there's multiple. How hard was it to adjust to the new lifestyle?
It was tough. I honestly didn't like it at first because I was just like I was just used to like I wasn't used to school and practice every day. And it was tough for me at first. I honestly wasn't really liking it because I just missed home and I was just struggling adjusting playing with like such a fast-paced team at a different level. Adjusting to that was hard. So I wasn't really enjoying it at first, but once I started to get my confidence back and just not thinking too deeply about it, I was able to enjoy it after a while, and now I'm really liking it. I look forward to practice every day. I look forward to like improving and just learning more. So definitely was hard at first, but now I'm into it now. So
Oh, awesome.
yeah.
And the other question is, do you see and feel a change in your body strength-wise from all the training?
Yep. Definitely. Holy. Compared to the beginning, I used to be like out of breath during our warm-ups when we're just like stretching. And I was just like, oh, I was so embarrassed. I was like, I feel like I don't belong here. But then
Mhm.
ever since then, like I can run a longer time now, probably the whole 40 minutes, and um definitely this I can feel my legs like definitely getting stronger. They don't hurt as much as I did when I first started because
Mhm.
holy, I was struggling with like shin splints and
Ooh.
just sore body every day, but now it's getting easier. I'm feeding my body right, like eating enough proteins and just eating enough in general because if you're not eating enough then that just doesn't make it any better. It makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
Um hydrating my body too and like just drinking so much water. Never drinking so much water in my life. Just kidding. Um Yeah, definitely feel a change in my body and in my mental health. I feel more confident. I feel just happier, like in general.
That's awesome to hear. It sounds like you're starting to thrive out there. You're getting
Mhm.
like the feel of it, the hang of it.
For sure. Yeah.
So what challenges did you have to overcome when you went there? Was there any like discrimination? Was there like things like that?
um, not discrimination. Like, no, not to me, anyways. Like directly.
Yeah.
Um, it's been pretty good so far. Like everyone's pretty. Um, I'd say like welcoming. They're very welcoming because there's already, like two other native girls on the team, so that definitely made it easier and that probably that already like they were used to seeing, I guess, native people
Okay.
on the team, so there wasn't discrimination. It's not like how it was when I went to high school in Lloydminster for a year. There it was like it was crazy, just crazy stuff. A lot of discrimination directly to my face and indirectly.
Oh
Um,
my gosh. Where did
yeah,
you go to school?
I went to school at the comp.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, everyone's in
yep.
their own groups there, hey, so it's just real.
Hmm. Yeah, very different compared to here. I think because it's college, everyone's just focused on themselves and their schooling.
Making
They're all too stressed out to even try to like bully anyone or
Yeah.
like
And it's like a more grown place, right? Everyone's mature
just
and they're
thrown
just
up here.
like
So,
know how it works.
hmm so it's fine. It's fine here. I've never had an issue with any of that, and we have a lot of indigenous resources, teachers, and a lot of indigenous students at that school. So very
Good to
good.
hear.
Hmm.
Oops. Do you have a question?
Um, what's been your proudest moment on the court so far?
My proudest moment on the court, like here.
Anywhere.
Oh. I'd probably say, uh, hmm, probably making the NAG team for the 2023 year. That was pretty fun. Going to Halifax and just playing against a bunch of other um, First Nations people from around North America and just seeing all this skill and it was huge. The celebration, all of that. That was probably one of my proudest moments, and they were able to make me feel proud, like because they're celebrating us over there, and it's something that's for us. That was probably one of my proudest moments.
That's
Yeah.
deadly.
That's pretty cool. What's the furthest place you've ever went for basketball?
Probably Halifax. I haven't haven't gone out of the country for it, but I do know a lot of people who have. But me, I've just stayed within Canada for basketball, and the furthest I've probably been was yeah, Halifax. But
Yeah.
in December we're supposed to be going to Montana for
Oh,
a weekend, I think. So that's gonna be fun. My first time out
Yeah.
of country for basketball, so that's gonna
It
be.
sounds exciting.
Hmm. I'm excited.
Um, So I remember playing basketball a lot with you in high school when we were on the same team.
Mhm.
What's your highest point game in like general?
Ooh. Ooh, I don't even know. I don't remember. But I do remember one game in high school. I had like a 36-point game, and I think that was against Lashburn. So that was probably my highest.
You were a beast on the court, man. Scary.
That was pretty. I think it was because of my height, honestly. I had that height advantage.
Yeah, definitely. I remember that.
Running people over.
Exactly, she was.
I mean, I was skinny, very but just tall. I was able to get over people, I'd say.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to get some meat on my bones so I can push some people around.
Bulking up.
Yeah.
So, in basketball, what's your favorite like position on the court?
Oh, my favorite is I've always wanted to be a point guard. I've always wanted to take the ball up and do all these moves, but I'm too slow for that. So so I just stay in the center. I like playing center, post, low post, high post. That's probably my favorite position because, it's the one that I know how to do, and I honestly just like being in there in the middle and just, trying to make an assist or trying to find an open lane. I don't know. I would just say being the post and center are my favorite positions.
That's good. So I've been wondering, what are you studying or majoring in Lethbridge Polytechnic?
Oh, the program that I'm taking is a 2-year diploma program. It's called General Arts and Sciences for Sociology and Psychology.
Wow, that's
Yes.
awesome.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool. I always wondered about psychology and how you go around from there. How has
Yeah.
that been?
It's been really good. I'm very interested in it so far. My classes are really good. Um, my marks, I'm keeping a good keeping good marks right now in all my
That's good
classes.
stuff.
So I'm really enjoying it, honestly. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Psychology
Um
I've been into. So
what do you do in those classes?
um we just we go to class, they lecture us, we do some assignments, a lot of quizzes we do. So that's pretty good. I like that part of it. I like the quizzes. And
Okay.
yeah, just a lot of um, assignments, quizzes, and just going to class and learning. It's pretty much what we do.
What
And
do you
they're all
find? Oh,
oh,
sorry.
sorry, I was
Go
gonna.
on.
They're all like psychology based or things like that. It's pretty.
Yeah. What do you find that your biggest challenges right now with your schoolwork?
My biggest challenge is probably trying to figure out because uh high school work is so different from college work, like APA writing and just properly citing your references and research papers, things like that. We didn't do much of that, I would say. Back home we didn't they didn't really teach us much of that stuff, and so just adjusting to the schoolwork and the level of it and also the workload, that's probably been my biggest challenge so far, and just time management. But it's getting easier, you know.
Mm.
I'm sometimes I just wing it, but honestly, it's just better to try rather than not.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You have a question?
What challenges have you faced in sports as an Indigenous woman?
There's many, especially when I played back in the reserve, and just having an all First Nations team, and then going to these small towns with these teams that are just straight like, you know, country kids or just Munyawak. Just that's always been tough sometimes because, you know, if you go to their home gym, there's just it's just all small town people that sometimes don't really have the best mindset, or like, you know, they don't really see native people as, I guess, people. So
Oh,
I do remember we had a game in at the school, at the high school there, and I think it was Lashburn we played, and I remember it was towards the end of the game, and these girls were all set up in their defense, and I was at the end of the court because usually I always have to be the first one to be at the end of the court, and it was just me down there, and then these girls, they were trying to make like war cries to me, and they were trying to sound like natives, but they were just making like monkey noises to me. I
So
was like,
bad.
oh, I was like, oh,
that's
like,
right.
couldn't even be mad. I just couldn't help but like laugh at them.
Yeah.
But that's definitely like just the discrimination. Um, yeah. But then when I went to the comp to play, um, I would have thought that people wouldn't have been as nice, but they were really nice, and yeah, they helped me to feel a part of their team there. But it's just usually the other teams that we play against that will say something to me or to any other First Nations person on the court. So yeah, that's probably been like the biggest challenge, just dealing
Yeah.
with those few people that don't really
They
know
don't
better.
really see people.
Yeah.
Oh. Is
Yeah.
it like that in Lethbridge when you play against other teams?
No. Surprisingly, no. Well, actually, not really surprisingly, because here you just have to be on. You have to be on your best behavior. You can't be that kind of person out here, or else you probably would like, you know, it wouldn't be good for you as a player to do that to another player on this
Yeah.
level, I guess.
Mm. Can you share how you first got into basketball and what inspired your love for the game?
Oh man. Okay, I've kind of had like an up and down relationship with basketball. I first started practicing it in 7th grade, and that was just for fun, you know. I wasn't really like taking it seriously. And then when high school came around is when I started playing it seriously, but I didn't really like it. I played it because I seen my family play it, and because I had the height too, so I was like, I might as well just, you know, not
Mm.
not let it go to waste. I might as well just try it out. And I didn't really like it. I don't know what it was that I didn't like about it. I just didn't have the passion for it, I guess. I was more of a badminton kid at the time. um Anyways, yeah, I started putting my time into it. I'd say around 10th grade when I started playing senior basketball is when I started to, you know, really get into it. Um and before that, I would just travel around to like camps with my families, my Auntie Ray and them. They'd always take me to along with their kids, my cousins. They take us all around to like camps, to tryouts for teams and stuff. That was always a good memory. And that definitely sparked my love for basketball, you know, going around with my family and just seeing things with them, experiencing things with them. That was always really good. Um, and yeah, grade 10, I started taking it more seriously. I do remember, I think it was 10th grade when we didn't really have a team. So I remember like having to just gather up a bunch of girls from the school, senior and junior, just so we could like have a team. There was some girls like haven't even touched a ball before that I got to come and play. And now a lot of them, they still do play, and they've grown a lot too. So that was like something. I do remember like not a lot of people wanting to play sports. So I had to get a lot of girls, random girls together to come and play so we could have a school team. Um 11th grade was good. Had fun during that year. And then got asked to go and play in the comp to move there. And it was such a last minute decision for me. I think it was literally like a week before school started. I asked my auntie, I was like, Auntie, can I come live with you so I can go to school over there? And thankfully she said yes. I'm so thankful for her. So thankful for all of my family, honestly, that helped me out during, this journey. And went to school over there, played there for a little bit. And then I ran into like a rough patch during that time. Because my cousin, how I was saying, like I traveled around with my auntie and all my cousins to like basketball related things. One of my cousins that I used to travel around with, that played basketball with, sports with, he passed away tragically, and it was very sudden. And he went to my school. He was one of the only cousins or familiar faces, I guess, that I had at the comp. And he passed away right before basketball season started. And that was tough because he was young, and, basketball season was coming up, and like that was super tough. I just remember I hated being in school during that time. And I just hated going to practices, and I just hated doing the things that I loved, I guess. And I felt guilty playing basketball during that time because like I was like, how am I here? And like he's not anymore. I just felt guilty. It was just a lot of feelings that I didn't really know how to deal with at the time, and that I didn't really even talk about. I kind of just like brushed it off. I think a lot of us did that. A lot of our family did that at the time. We didn't really know how to deal with something like that because it's just so sudden. And I struggled, but I still pushed through the basketball season. It was tough. I remember just being at every game and just not wanting to be there. But then the game would start and I'd be into it. And yeah, it was definitely a very confusing time, but it made me stronger, I would say. But yeah, after that basketball season ended, I kind of just went down a not very good path, I guess. I was dealing with my hurt in like unhealthy ways. Like I was, drinking and just like things like that. It was mostly just covering my feelings with like alcohol or sometimes like weed, stuff like that. And that wasn't good for me, and I knew it wasn't good for me, but it was like whenever I felt sad, that's what I would think about. And it wasn't a good time. And I don't know, I was also surrounding myself with not the best people for me, I would say. And I kind of just quit like playing basketball after that for a good couple months. I just didn't have love for it anymore. I couldn't play without feeling like guilty or sad. It was just a tough time for me. Um, and honestly, like this time last year, I didn't think I'd be back in school. I didn't think I'd be, playing basketball as much. Like I kind of just gave up on because I did like want to play post secondary before all of that happened, and then I kind of just gave up on that. And yeah, this time last year, if you told me that I was like playing college basketball 6 hours away from home. I probably wouldn't believe you. I remember like laying in bed, just like laying in bed and just being sad, thinking I'm wasting my time and like thinking about all these like what ifs, like, oh, I could have been playing college basketball, I could have been doing this and that. But I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. It's so weird how life works because, it still worked out for me. Even a year later, after taking a year off, it still worked out for me and yeah. And now I'm doing better than I've ever been, honestly.
That's so awesome. You came a long way just hearing your story and the vulnerability times you went through,
Yeah.
and to show how far you've come and you're still going, like I'm proud of you for that. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing that with us. It takes a lot.
Yeah. Definitely something because, I didn't just get here just I didn't just get here without any challenges. Like there's definitely been ups and downs on the road. And that's how it is for like a lot of people. A lot of people go through things and I think just sharing that part of my story will help like other people who are going through hard times to help them see that they can get out of it and that they can, still thrive and that there's still that space for them to do better, I guess, and to heal. So I think that's just a important part of my story that I think would help a lot of other people.
Yeah, spark up a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then because that is true, a lot of people going through hard times, especially Indigenous people, and they don't see themselves making it out. Like you said, you wouldn't think a year ago that you were in the place that you are now. And that's
Yeah.
probably how it is for a lot of people. So sharing that, it definitely, I think it will reach people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you shared you went down a sort of difficult path.
Yeah.
My question is, what pulled you out? Like, what was your motivation to pull yourself out of there?
My motivation was honestly like seeing the people around me and like how unhappy they were with the paths that they were on, and it was kind of the path that I was going down, and I seen like how unhappy they were and how like and just how I guess I don't know, a lot of them seem to just feel incomplete or like just sad all the time. And I didn't want that for myself. And I was already like kind of feeling that way after a while. And I was like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want this for myself. Oh, and another big motivator was my dad because, he struggled a lot too with his own things and stuff in the past, and he's been like a good role model for me. Like seeing him come from a place like that, a dark place like that, and then just persevering through it, being resilient and just helping himself. That honestly helped me a lot too, to have that person in my life to show me like that it's possible to get better from those dark times and stuff. So yeah, that probably helped me a lot. And my family and just wanting better for myself. Like that was probably my biggest motivator because yeah, I didn't want to spend all my days wondering what I could have been or what I could have done, you know.
Thank you for sharing that. Sorry for asking.
A little too deep. Just kidding. No, that's what like
Damn, Sadie.
that's what we need to bring out more, people talking about their vulnerable times, and just like it brings out a lot of connection, like you sharing that. It's I think it'll help a lot of people because people go through hard times, they don't think they'll make it out.
Yeah.
And seeing that you can make change, anyone can change. It just has to be within themselves.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Um, do you have a role model? Anyone that you look up to, like fictionally or non-fictionally?
I would say biggest role models are my parents, my family, like my aunties. Yeah, they're probably my biggest role models because yeah, my parents have both been through their own things and they have their own stories. And then just seeing where they are now and seeing them throughout the years, like just push through all those tough times and all that definitely helped me to do the same thing. Like, yeah, definitely my parents.
Yeah, that's so sweet. I also view my parents in the same way.
Yep. It's nice to have
Um,
supports and those
yeah,
Especially as you're getting older now, like you're adult, but you still have your parents' support. That's really awesome, you know.
yes, I'm very grateful for them and for what.
Yeah. Um, sorry, I'm kind of lost for questions right now. I need to think of one.
I'll go. Do you feel a sense of responsibility or pride representing your nation and like, in sports?
Yep. Yeah, I do. I do. I feel like I have to, you know, do my best out here and just because when you're a student athlete, school comes first. So when it comes to like that, I'm definitely thinking of my schooling first and um just keeping myself on the team and keeping myself in a good spot. I do feel responsible in that way. And
Mhm.
yeah, I just want to be able to show other kids that they can do this. Um even if you're coming from like a small community or something like that, things like this are possible for us. And yeah, I do feel a lot of pride as well. I'm excited to go back home and see everyone during like a res ball tournament. We actually have one coming up at the end of the month, and I'm gonna go back home for that. So I'm excited for that to see.
Awesome. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be there broadcasting, so we'll all be
Ooh,
able to like watch you play.
Ooh, that's
nice! I'm
good.
excited.
Like I always remember seeing you at gym nights and you'd be like playing basketball with the guys, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
like I was
Yeah.
amazed.
Yeah, it was always super fun. I'm excited to go back and see everybody.
Awesome.
So going to your team on the court, like what um how do you guys support each other on the court, like coming so far from home? Is there a lot of people that are far from home?
Not really. They're all like most of them
Locals?
live with their parents. Yeah, they
Oh, okay.
stuff. So I
And
think
then sorry. Keep
oh
going.
no, okay, it's okay. I was just gonna say I think I'm the only one that comes like from super far. The rest of them just live around. So
Mm.
Would you
Mm.
say you're like the only Cree or
um, yep. I think I'm the only Cree on the team. I think Chase, who's the other First Nation girl, is Blackfoot, and I'm not sure about Casey, honestly. She might also be Blackfoot. So I'm the only Cree.
nice. Represent.
Yeah. Go on the court with this red paint. That's funny. Just kidding.
has there ever been a time you considered giving up, and what kept you going?
Yes. um, Usually, sometimes when I'm in like that weak mind space, I just think of giving up a lot. As a lot of people do, I think. Um, what keeps me going is like trying to be a good role model for younger kids, my sisters especially, like just to show them that they can do things like this. And it doesn't even have to be like for sport. It could be for like a passion. Because like my brother, he's an artist and he's going to the University of Alberta Arts, something like that. He's going to
Yeah.
school for art, and I just, I'm motivated for them just to show them that we can take our passions and, run with it and just excel with them and take it to like the next level. That's definitely my biggest motivator.
Yeah, that's so sweet. I've heard about your brother. I'm pretty sure we're doing a podcast with him, right?
Really?
I think that's on Thursday or Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
doesn't know. So, how does being in Lethbridge influence your perspective on women in sports compared to other places like home?
Just being able to see these different women with different backgrounds and different stories. It's definitely been like a very humbling and like beautiful experience. And yeah, seeing like what these other girls have gone through to get to where they are, and seeing like all the like I guess fierceness from them. It's very like empowering. Like just makes me want to be the same way too. So
It's good.
yeah.
You share that energy.
Yes, it's very like healing, honestly.
That's good. Are there any specific issues or challenges facing female athletes that you're passionate about addressing, like within basketball? Is it different from guys?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Compared to like the guys, we don't have as much people in the stands for our games.
Oh, okay.
Well, like there's still like a good handful, but then the guys usually play after us, and then you can see that difference in the, I guess the crowd, but it's not too different. So, I don't know honestly. There's nothing like too big that I would address. It's pretty good. We have like the same things that the guys do. It's probably just like I guess the level of skill because the guys are just genetically
Yeah, fast.
faster and whatnot. So that's probably the only thing. But there's no major issues.
Okay, that's good
Pretty-
to hear.
Pretty equal.
Equal rights.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions?
What advice would you give to young Indigenous girls who want to pursue basketball?
My number one thing is you have to be like teachable. You have to be coachable. You have to want to learn more. You can't just settle at one spot or one level. You're gonna have to want more, I guess. Like always wanting to improve, that kind of mindset is definitely gonna take you far. Oh, and being respectful, like that's a big thing. You can't be one of those players that's like just no sportsmanship, You have to be like a respectful player. And even if the other players on the other team aren't being respectful to you, it's best to just not swoop to their level, I guess. Just, keep calm, ignore them, and just keep doing what you're doing. And even to like the people around you. Just honestly, respect is a huge part of it because like your coaches are there to teach you, they're there to help you, they're there to guide you, and if you're not like respecting them or listening to them or thinking that you know more than them and little things like that, that's not gonna get you far. um, honestly, you're just gonna be like probably a very angry player, and yeah, it just doesn't benefit you at all when it comes to sports in general. So just be coachable, want to learn more, and yeah, keep the respect there. Be a respectful player. Represent in a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the number one thing I'd say.
And respect goes a long way.
Yeah.
It does.
Or
So, in what ways do you and your teammates empower each other both on and off court?
ooh, that's a good question. Well, we definitely just talk to each other. We support each other. We yell at each other when we have to. Like if somebody's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, then one of us will tell them like, "Hey, you're not doing this right," and all that. That's something I had to get
Yeah.
used to because when I first came here, I didn't really I wasn't playing to the best of my abilities, I guess, and had to get yelled at a couple times. But it's things like that that makes you stronger and just a better player in general. So
Okay.
yeah, we definitely tell each other what we're doing wrong, and then also help each other to do what's right, and we celebrate the good things. I'd say that
Yeah.
support each other out here.
Would you say you improved a lot having that help and support within like the games?
Yeah, for sure, especially mentally because basketball is such like a mental game, and if you're in not a very good mindset when you're playing, it's gonna reflect on how you're playing or how your game goes. So it's definitely helped my mental a lot. Yeah.
That's good. So not only physical but mental and emotionally.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
And that's like I don't know. For me, I play soccer and like I get it. Like it's just like therapy when you get to express your emotions through sports and it's something
Yeah,
that you love.
for
Yeah.
sure. And it's just always a good experience, honestly.
Yeah.
Being in game and being with these other people who love the game just as much as you. It's
Yeah.
very fun.
You guys share that passion.
Hmm.
Do you guys have any questions?
Mm, when the game gets tough, mentally or physically, what keeps you grounded?
Um, honestly, just like talking to myself, like, and it always, for me, it just always comes down to respect and just wanting to be a respectful player and just hold myself in a respectful light. I'd rather be seen as like a calm and collected player compared to like somebody who's like always like just talking a lot on
Passionate.
the court or just, talking smack. That's not the kind of player I want to be. So I just try to talk myself through it and stuff.
Awesome.
Mm.
I expect that there's a lot of discipline while you're there. How do you feel your self-discipline has been since?
Really good. I've probably had like one slip up with like I don't know, just like doing not like staying to my schedule, I guess. But so far, so good. I've learned from that mistake and I'm definitely just, staying on straight path now. Like I'm just doing what I need to do and doing the right things, and even though it sucks sometimes and I have to miss out on some things, that's fine with me. Like, it's all about just like I don't know. I had to get used to just being at home and only going to school because that's where we have our practices and stuff and going to my games. I had to get used to that because before it was always like I was always just doing whatever the heck I wanted to. And yeah, that discipline definitely it's sometimes hard, but you gotta learn to be okay with it, be okay with missing out on stuff and whatnot. And it definitely gets easier. So, and it definitely feels better when you're doing something like fulfilling rather than, just doing whatever. It's definitely very fulfilling.
That's good.
Mhm.
So, coming from an Indigenous person, going forward with your dreams, what would you say? Do you have any messages to people out there chasing the same thing?
Mm. Never don't give up. Just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
Good one.
a message to people chasing their dreams. That's a good one. I didn't think about that. I don't know. Just I guess literally don't give up. Keep going. It'll be worth it in the end. Honestly, like it'll all be worth it. So just keep going. You know. Um, yeah, it's just all about resilience. Honestly, we're people that come from resilience that have always been resilient. We've had so much things thrown at us and forced upon us, and like our ancestors are Mushums and Gugums and Japans. Uh, they suffered a lot, and so just to be able to do these things and take up these spaces that they were never able to, it's definitely it's definitely a good feeling. So just keep going and keep taking up spaces. We definitely need more First Nations people in these spaces. Even like with this podcast, I really like seeing it being just fully run by First Nations people and just people from my community. It's really nice to yeah.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but you're talking about the ancestors and stuff, like that does, like they suffered through so much so we could thrive, and like we have
Mm-hmm.
to make that count.
Yes,
And
we really do.
yeah.
What legacy do you hope to leave behind as a player and as an Indigenous woman?
Hope to like be a cycle breaker and just a positive influence and role models to the younger people that are just needing those people to look up to, especially for the ones like in our community. Just want to be a positive influence and just I'm hoping to bring like my basketball knowledge and skills over to back home so, you know, other kids can get a chance to I guess experience the sport that has done a lot for me.
Yeah.
Just to be a
Yeah.
positive model, I guess.
I see you already doing that, helping, mentoring the kids. I see
Yeah.
you sometimes in the gym and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always been something that I've loved. It's just helping others I guess evolve and just grow. It's always been something I've been very passionate about.
Yeah. That's so sweet.
Thank you. Thanks.
So I got like one more question. When do you think you'd ever retire? Never?
Never. Just kidding.
Ball is life.
I honestly want to play until I can't anymore. I want to be like a Gugum and just still trying to shoot threes.
Dunking on the gyms.
Yeah, I want to play for as long as I can, honestly.
You got this.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're all rooting for you. You're just like a big inspiration. You're doing a lot. Are we gonna I think we're gonna close up soon here.
Mhm.
Wrapping it up. We just wanted to say thank you for your time and thank you for what you shared.
Hmm.
We'll do a little round table to end it out.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice hearing your story and stuff and to talk to you again. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice talking to you too. I didn't even realize Trinity until like halfway, and I was like, I was like, oh, that's Trinity. Talk to you too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice seeing you.
Yes, you too.
Thank you for giving us your time today, and thank you for your responses. They were really helpful, and overall, you're just a very good role model for our community.
Thank
On the
you.
main book.
Thank you, Sadie. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your story, what you had to share. And thank you for joining the live today. I know that we taken some of your time, but
No, it's all good. It's all good. I've been looking forward to this.
Right? Last time it just cut out. I just felt bad because like we're like,
I
nope.
was like all
I just
ready
had all
to
my questions
turns
down.
10 and then it goes off. I was like, what's going on?
The power just went out for like 2 hours.
Got the cuts, but it's
Creator
good
said
to
not
finally
today.
get here. I've been looking forward to this. Thank you guys
Awesome.
for allowing me to come on to here and share my story. So
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
mhm.
Can't wait to watch you.
We'll have big signs.
Yes, I'm so excited. So I'll see you guys then.
Awesome.
Hmm.
All right, guys.
Hey.